sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We back. Another episode. I.O.W. Sports, episode 261. I'm back in full effect.
Yeah, 261.
Yeah, 261. I know we racking up these episodes.
Jesus.
Yeah, racking them up. But hey, I'm back in full effect. No more kids on the way. No more birthdays in the way. The little rugrat is a week old. Getting on my nerves.
But now.
I mean, it's.
Did nobody get snipped and cut for now?
No. Trust me. The factory has been shut down. I get to shoot up the club with no problems now.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
Shoot on, player. Shoot on.
Yeah. Call me Bazooka Joe in this motherfucker, dog. Anyway, it's your boy Wild. Come on in the building. I'm wilding already. You know how it is.
What's up, Italy
Man
Jet?
with Red Master Plan, Detroit Mail. Shout out to Italy Jet. What's happening, Italy Jet? Man, hey man, y'all need to tap in with our Twitter spaces, especially Sunday nights. Myself, Italy Jet, Jay Jones from 613 Fate Productions. I mean, we be having a good time. MJ, what's up? Jersey boy MJ in the building. Hey man, y'all know what it is, man. Just excited to be back, full effect. Thanks to everybody that showed me and the fam love, showing us some congratulations on a newest addition to the I.O.W. family, baby girl McKenna Marie. So y'all shout out to little Peanut and my birthday last week. So I had a very busy week last week. So I appreciate all the love and support.
You had a busy life, all them damn kids.
Yeah, man, hey, for real. But I appreciate all the love and support. But y'all keep supporting and showing us some love for the I.O.W. sports crew. I mean, we've been grinding over here. Myself, Detroit Mail, Jersey boy MJ been holding it down. AR's been helping out with us on Mondays. Nine Toes been doing this thing when he can.
Hop along, Cassidy. Sir Skip a lot. One toe Rick.
hey, we can't even say this man's 10 toes down. Right. So he a toe short of telling the truth.
he can do odd bad problems now.
We love you, big homie Nick. Hey, we got to, man. Hey, it wouldn't be us if we didn't talk about your deficiencies.
Right.
Coming up, shout.
Coming up, shout.
But no, it's
one toe lean.
Hey, MJ said 10-1. Hey, yo, but y'all know what it is, man. Hey, y'all make sure y'all pop in. All the social media stuff is at the bottom. All right. I.O.W. Sports Network, Facebook, Instagram. Most importantly, YouTube, where all the content is at. Make sure you tap in with us. I.O.W. Sports 1 on Twitter. You can always chop it up with me personally. Chop it up with Detroit Mail personally, and our own Twitter handles, Facebook handles, Instagram handles, all that. Y'all can find us anywhere, everywhere, especially when you get your podcast needs. But make sure you tap in on that YouTube channel. At the Name Known podcast for all you Detroit Lions fans who are getting excited for another great season. Y'all got it. Hey man, y'all got a lot of love coming your way, bro.
Man, you know what? Now since you brought it up, I was gonna say this real quick. I like the fact they playing KC for the first game. It's a good litmus test.
Yeah, and you still better try to come in here. AR, what's up, bro?
What's up, I'm still.
Yeah. Now go ahead. What'd you say?
Yeah, I'm still gonna try to get up there too.
Yeah.
But man, I think that's a good litmus test. You get to see how they stack up. If they win, they really looking good. If they play a close game and lose, they still looking good. If they get blown out, back to the drawing board. So it's good to see how they stack up against it. I like it. Some players, some fans, oh man, why they gotta play them first? No, play them first.
Yeah, get out the way.
Get out the way. You stack up against one of the best teams in the league, and you see how you stack up against them.
Yeah.
And everybody look good on paper.
Everybody looks good on paper.
You know what I'm saying?
Everybody looks good on paper.
Almost everybody.
True that. The Cardinals still look like the Cardinals.
For real.
Hey,
They
Well,
be
funny thing
struggling.
about the
They gonna struggle
Cardinals.
for one win.
Funny thing about the Cardinals, they got the audacity to change their uniforms. And have you seen them? They're so basic and boring. Like this old Madden 22 creative team type jerseys.
Oh, for real? No, I ain't
Oh,
seen
bro,
them. I have
I'm
to look
telling
them
you,
up.
just take a second, look up Cardinals new jerseys. They are so generic as hell. I mean, they look like Russell Athletic is still making jerseys. You remember? You remember when Russell used to make jerseys? I swear that's what they look like. They look like some damn hand-me-downs from the practice squad from another team that used to be good, and they got new uniforms, and they handed them to the Cardinals. Say, man, y'all can have these. Man, they look terrible, but it's just wild, man. Obviously, training camp is right around the corner. Literally, I know everybody's excited, getting amped up. But no, you bring up a good point. I think the Lions, with all the hype that's been going on with them, with you know, you go get Jamar Gibbs, a running back in the first round, which is we'll talk about running backs in a second because that's been a crazy situation too. Even though we talked about it before, but today's the deadline for sure to get some long-term contracts, putting pen to paper. But I just think with the Lions, especially coming off the year that you added more wins, added more hype because of Hard Knocks,
right?
And you just missed the playoffs. So I'm pretty sure in Detroit Lions, the Lions pride, y'all over there feeling real prideful right now, feeling real good. But I'll say this: even if y'all lose to the Chiefs on week 1. How y'all lose matters.
That's why I say how they lose matters.
Yeah,
right. How they lose matters. That's
how
what
they lose matters.
I mean, I mean, even the odds. Not even you get the odds in Vegas. It's not like it's a blowout.
No. And you know why I think so? Because I think your defense came on at the end of that season last year, and they actually were playing better football. And say what you want. Get a good defense against this potent offense. You can slow it down. I'm not saying you stop it, but you can slow it down.
I mean, look at Cincinnati did. Against KC. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, KC did beat them. They didn't have no kind of offensive line. They had a pretty good defense. It slowed them down. Burrow's, being Burrow, able to move the ball around and distribute pretty good. And it helped them. I mean, they won one year and they went to the Super Bowl. They won, the year before last. So if you look at, and I think if you look at on paper, the weapons that they added to the offense this year in that line, I think it's comparable with what Cincinnati has. I think they have. I mean, Cincinnati have a better quarterback. Don't get me wrong. I think Ben Johnson, helps out that offense a whole lot through the schemes and play calls that he called. But if you're just looking at, if you go down the line, go player from player, I think they're comparable to what Cincinnati has. I just think Cincinnati has a way better quarterback than Jared Goff.
Hold on. Don't do Jared that bad, dog.
Let me finish before I knew.
I was about to say, like, come on, dog.
I think Jared Goff has improved, and he has won me over more than when they first got him. But
as he should.
I still think he's a good quarterback. He's just not, and he's not your top 5.
Oh no.
Top 10, he barely make it in. You know what I'm saying? If somebody say he's top 10, I wouldn't. I'd be okay.
Yeah, you would argue it down.
Yeah, but I wouldn't. Somebody go higher than 5. I'd be like, I don't know about that. You
need to drug test it.
Yeah, for real. Pee in this cup, sir.
Yeah, but there's some big movements, and one of the big movements went down this weekend. And AR, man, you the wide receiver of the crew. What's up with DHop going to Tennessee, man? How you feeling about it, dog?
Get those teachers.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great pickup for the Titans. Obviously, they need some weapons over there. They have the young receiver Burks, I believe, right? There was a rookie last year. So it's good, for the Titans. But for me, when I'm looking at it, because we've been talking about it with dudes like Hopkins and Dalvin Cook, they've been talking about how they want to go to contenders. I don't see the Titans being a contender. So for him to wait this long, and that's the team that he ends up going to to me, it was I saw it and I like shook my head. Like I wasn't excited for it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what is he gonna go waste a year in Tennessee? He's gonna waste, one of his last productive years, maybe, because you don't know how long he's gonna be able to, keep it up to be, who knows if he's even gonna be elite this year. He might just be good this year.
Mm-hmm.
So how much longer is he gonna have to contribute on a team to get a ring? It's going to be answered this year to see how he plays. But yeah, when it comes to the whole winning a ring thing, I think he just made a move that's the exact opposite, because I don't think Tennessee wins that division. And if they make the wild card by any chance of the imagination, they're not making out the first round. So to me, for the Titans, you want to get some talent on that roster to help out Henry and guys like that. But for DHop, I didn't understand it whatsoever.
I agree.
Hey, you make some damn good valid points, AR. My only pushback, I would say this. The Titans, I think, I agree with you on the part with the Titans. It makes sense for the Titans. DHop still, 31, almost, 31 years old. So he still can have, some influence on the wide receiver room. Give them some, X and O's things that might not make sense coming from a coach, but it makes sense coming from DHop. I mean, so take away the last 2 years of DHop. We know what DHop is. All right.
Yeah.
We know exactly what we got. We got the baller. It didn't matter who you had at quarterback. Just get it to his vicinity. He's going to catch it. He's going to make a play.
That's true.
All right. A Hall of Famer. Yes. I'll say it. DHop to me is a Hall of Famer because I've seen him play.
That's a good argument.
But I've seen him play with some embryos that was in a Planned Parenthood dumpster that played better than what some of the quarterbacks he had down in Houston.
True.
So I've seen him work with nothing. All right. So let's be honest about the situation. We've seen him work with nothing and still put up numbers.
Right.
So to me, that's what makes him a Hall of Famer. When you can still put up numbers with not elite talent, getting you to help you make the plays, you're a Hall of Famer in my book. So I don't think there's an argument on that part. What I will say is that if you include the last 2 years, we just got to be frank and honest about DHop. All right. We saw injuries. We saw him get in trouble for PEDs to try to help combat the injuries, and he still got hurt. Right. So it's like, we got to be honest. I mean, hey, you're not there yet, AR. Ask me and Mel. When you start getting older, what you was doing in 19 and 20, you could probably still do it.
You ain't doing it the same.
Bit longer to recover.
Just not doing it the same.
You're not doing it the same. Yeah, it ain't doing it the same. It ain't popping like it used to. The bounce back ain't like it used to. It just ain't. So he's 31, and you already know with football, and especially NFL, you start hitting that 30 year of age. You're pretty much on the downside of your football career. And so I'm not saying the guy is going to be like, putting up Justin Jefferson numbers. No.
Right.
But he can look at this way for the development of Treylon Burks. Look at this for the development of the other wide receivers in that room. And I obviously have no idea what the hell is else.
Who they got.
I don't know.
After Treylon Burks, I'm kind of like.
After Treylon Burks, you're like, I'm still looking. They do got a good tight end, though. His name.
They got my man from Cincinnati, didn't they?
No, he's of Nigerian descent, and I can't.
Oh, you talking about my man used to play for Cincinnati?
No. And Joku's still in.
I meant to say Cleveland anyway.
In Cleveland, but no, I can't remember his name. He says Titans OC was OC in Houston with DHop. Yes,
it was, and then Brable was over there at the same time.
He coached him, so but he has connections to the squad.
Yeah, so here's my thing. It reminds me of, you see this girl that you like, and you want to smash it for a long time. You get in the pussy trash. You know what I'm saying? That's what it reminds me of. Yeah, all this.
Hey, all she do is dead fish missionary.
You know what I'm saying? She's like,
what a freak is she at?
Hey, bitch, move. That's what it reminds me of. Yeah, all this hype. Where he gonna go? Everybody doing shows about, hey, where DHop gonna go? What's a good landing spot? He goes to the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah, but wait.
So the Tennessee Titans is trash pussy.
Yeah, but hold on. But here's
I know what you're gonna say. But hold on. Some of the points Ant said, I made the same points. It's a good move for Tennessee. It's just not a good move for DHop. If you're looking to chase rings, and you can say what you want, they don't have enough talent to get to the Super Bowl. Barring anything happens in a trade that we don't know about right now, as the roster saying, they do not have enough talent to get to the Super Bowl.
You're right.
So he wanted to go, and he said he wanted to go to Jacksonville. Jacksonville got like 54 mil title receivers. So they probably couldn't make that move unless they got rid of a lot of people, which wouldn't have made sense to get rid of a lot of people just to bring on DHop, a 31-year-old receiver. And then I think he wanted to go to what was the other team?
He was talking about the Patriots for a minute.
He's talking about the Patriots. Well, see, I think that would have been a better move.
No. Let's talk about this. Come on now.
But I think the Patriots would have been a better. Oh, let me finish my point. Then you can say, do you rebut my point?
Ryan Tannehill, Mac Jones. Come on,
Ryan Tannehill is only.
We don't even know if Tannehill's going to start.
Well, hell, I'll take anybody over Mac Jones.
Well, they say Will Levis not good, doing good in OTAs.
So it's okay. I've been big on Malik Willis since they got him.
Yeah, but he ain't really been. I like Malik, but he ain't really been doing that well. So the quarterback situation is just as bad in New England as it is in Tennessee. Now, I think Tannehill is a better quarterback than what New England has, but what they have over there is a better defense and we guess a better coach, because some that's coming to question now too. You know what I'm saying? That's not to come to question now too. But as it stands, we'll say they have a better coach. And I think for how New England uses what they have, I think having him there would have been a lot better. He had a better chance. Let me say that. Would he go to Super Bowl? No. But I think he had a better chance with New England than he did with over in Tennessee.
We talking about a
Tannehill ain't nothing but an AFC Minnesota quarterback.
Wow.
Yeah, AFC Kirk Cousins. That's all.
Wow. But hold on. First of all, okay. We're talking about an 8-9 New England Patriots that finished the season last year.
Okay.
And then 7-10 Titans. Yeah, you're looking at almost the same team.
Look, I know I don't have 9 toes like Nick, but my math says that New England's record is a lot better than
8-9 and 7-10. You talking about one game, bro?
Still better.
They in the same damn boat. They in the same damn boat, man. Look, for DHop, I think he didn't go to New England for this purpose. As much as he loves Belichick and wanted to play with him, Bill O'Brien was over there, and him and Billy O weren't like that.
Yeah,
they want the best of
Cliff Chin,
coach and player relationship. They weren't the best.
You got a point there.
So I can understand why you stay away from it. But DHop goes to New England and does what? That division? Bills, even though I think they're going to have a bad year or a down year.
Went to Buffalo. Shit.
I think Buffalo's going to have a down year, but still 10, 11 wins is still capable for them to get.
But I'm saying him in Buffalo would have been good. Diggs and then
on the other side
over there. I think that would have been a good move.
There's a lot of teams that he could have went on that's far better.
Hell, I think he'd been better off in New York with the Giants.
But hear about this. But speak to this. if he has familiarity with the OC, right, with the offensive coordinator, that means it's not going to take him long to pick up the offense. Not going to take him long to pick up the playbook because he worked with him, has a relationship with him. At this point in age, when you're 31, pretty much on the last few years of your career, ain't too much I'm really trying to do. I'm really just trying to,
Yeah, but my thing is though,
he wants to win a ring though. He's not going to.
Yeah, at least when you at 31, you looking for legacy now.
I hear
what's your legacy gonna be on the Titans?
Well, come on. Look at all the. Look at all the wide receivers that end their career in Tennessee.
I just saw that.
Yeah, for real.
I mean,
not looking good.
They're like a salvage yard for wide receivers.
Yeah, it ain't looking too good, man.
Looking good. It's like, so you just went for the money.
I mean, it's fine.
I don't even know how much he got paid.
He got
26 over 2 years.
Yeah, 26 over 2. Well, 13.
Well, he get a sentence up to it can go up to 32 with a sentence.
So let me throw this question out. So AR, jump in here, man. You surprised he actually got less money than OBJ?
It's kind of hard to tell. I feel like it might have something to do with the again with the PEDs, maybe a little bit. And again,
that's a good point.
Last we saw of Odell, he was a number 2 to Cooper Kupp, very productive, and was a big reason why that Rams offense, was so good because you had Kupp and you had Odell, and Odell was being very good. He was doing a very good job as the number 2. So, and then you look at DHop and, like I said, injuries, PED, injury again. And again, you also have to look at, just also the team situation, Odell and, the Ravens need a receiver. They needed a receiver desperately, and they're trying to contend. Whereas the Titans, no, they're not going to contend. And you have some, you have Burks or whatever, but I mean they really don't have any receivers either. I just feel like it was kind of just more situational based, and again, I think the PEDs have something to play with it too.
Yeah, I think the PEDs does matter, and the reason why it does is because hell, what if he gets caught doing it again? I mean, there's and I'm not saying he's going to do it again. It's just the fact of the matter is you've already been caught with it once, trying to help the progression of your health in that situation. Because let's be honest, steroids do have a medical benefit, as in making you heal faster, and stay possibly stay healthier. So I get it.
Here they got Tennessee receivers: Treylon Burks, Jacob Copeland.
Who?
Jacob Copeland. They got Kyle Phillips, some nigga from Home Depot. Reggie Robertson. I mean, I don't even know who these people are, bro. Who are these people? Outside of Treylon Burks, it's like, who are these people?
Damn, DHop about to do some serious mentorship, bro.
He's starting a dang on camp for receivers.
But here's the only thing that I do draw back at. So I get it, and I don't think the Titans are going to win that division. I think that's the Jaguars' division to lose. But you're also looking at a Jaguars team that won the division at 8-9, and the Titans were there at 7-10. So it's not like they're far away from the Jaguars.
Yeah, but come on, man.
But come on. I think that division is more wide open than I think it is.
But you got. It's a lot of nuance you missing in that state.
Didn't the Titans lose some players this year too?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're revamping.
So they're revamping. Again, it's like we talk about the Patriots. We were talking about that. The Patriots division is so much better, obviously, compared to the South, AFC South.
Mm-hmm.
So at least maybe he's thinking easier division. There's 4 games a year we're playing some pretty crappy teams, and then. Again, you don't know about the Jaguars yet. We're assuming that the Jaguars should be pretty damn good this year, especially with Calvin Ridley being back. But again, to me, just the whole ring, we want to win a ring. You're not winning a ring in Tennessee. So again, we waited this long.
Yeah.
we waited this long to see where you're going to go to. And it's not even a team that people, some people don't even think they're a playoff contender, which I don't think they make the playoffs, to be honest.
Yeah.
They're
a fringe wild card team to me.
Yeah, they're right on the edge. I mean, like, depending on, teams might get hurt, this might happen, whatever. But yeah, no, it just completely goes against what his whole thing was for this season. The whole reason why he got off the Cardinals. It wasn't the money. It was he wanted to go somewhere to where he could win. So
True. And you do bring up a good point, because I saw the contract that he actually ended up voiding the last few years in Arizona, and it was almost like 14 or 15 million more than what he signed with Tennessee.
Right.
So, if it was truly about the money, he could have just stayed in and just suffered in Arizona. And I mean,
him and little man wasn't getting along.
And little man, as in you referred to as the quarterback?
Yes, sir.
Called this man little man. Hey, yo, you know he is a grown man.
Not in size.
Damn, son. I can't. He didn't call this man little man.
You ever see the video? It says Kyler Murray runs around like a toddler took a toy.
Yeah. I've seen that.
That's funny, bro. He is short though. He is short.
He's a little guy. I mean, that's what I could think of. What was the purpose of leaving that team to go to a team that's not even that much better than yours? As far as
maybe he wants a couple more wins because that's all he's getting. They're both dumpster fires right now. They're not
for real.
Maybe that's what he meant. Contending for 7 wins. Maybe that's what he meant.
Hey, man. Hey, them 7 wins is gonna be tough, bro. We gonna get them though. We gonna get them, man. But no, I mean, it's at the end of the day, he was going to make a decision that makes sense to him. We don't necessarily have to understand it, but yes, we're gonna talk about it and scrutinize it. I mean, that's the purpose of our podcast. I just think for him. And to AR's point, you can't sit here and say you want this and that as a whole wish list and actually sign the total opposite of what you asked for.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, that it may make sense to him, but and this is what drives me crazy is when you put out wish lists and what you're looking for.
Oh, the Chargers,
what you want. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's nuts when you start putting that conversation out there. As an athlete, because that's what we're expecting you to follow through with. Especially when you're a free agent, you actually have the choice of where you want to go. This wasn't a trade.
No trade call.
No, I'm saying he was a free agent. He got released. The Cardinals.
I just don't understand. It just didn't make sense to me. When it came across my thing, I looked like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? I was looking at how to go, I see it, and let me go back and find it and make sure I saw that right. I was like, yeah, that's right. I was like, wow.
I can't, yeah. I mean, again, you give a wish list, and they didn't cross off not one check mark on that.
Right.
They didn't check off one box in that wish list.
At all.
It's, again, and like Lamar says, not like he was getting traded, and, it's not like teams weren't interested. He could have went basically anywhere if he worked it out. Money wise, you know what I'm saying? I just think
we're gonna get to that next, MJ.
Again, like Lamar also said, you don't want to, people are gonna do what's best for them, but again, you talking about what's best for you, and then you just don't follow up. So what was the point?
Total opposite. Right. I mean, this dude went. He was like, I want to go left, but I'm just gonna go way right. Like, what do you mean? What
not even in the same ballpark
at all.
It's not like he went to like a lower playoff team, like a Jaguars maybe, or like a team last year that knocked out the first round and was right there. Like, the Titans were 8-9, or was it 7-10 last year? But the Titans weren't scaring nobody. The Titans, and again, like they lost some key components to their team, so it's not even like they got better. And then DHop was like, you know what, I'm gonna try, to help them out even more.
Yeah, it's weird. It really is. Sometimes you just can't really understand players' decisions when it comes to especially their future. When you have pretty much control over it. You had control over it, not only your future, but you had control over the destination. You had control over it,
everything.
Everything. Yeah, you're right. He had control over literally everything that mattered, and what you said is not what you ended up with as a result. But it is what it is. Hey, I'm okay with it. As a Chiefs fan, thank you. because I just got to say this, and I talked about it on the space last night. Thank you, DHop, for not coming to Kansas City, is because I need some of these delusional fans in my own fan base to just shut up the hell up already about DHop, because I can't stand when people deal in what ifs, hypothetically, and make their take based off of that. Like you can't make takes off of what if and possibilities and hey, if this happened or come on, like let's deal with the realistic part. And when you go win a Super Bowl with a pretty much average wide receiver core last year, come on, you had Juju Smith-Schuster, Marquez Valdez-Scantling, Sky Moore was a rookie, Kadarius Toney you got over in a trade midway through the season. Justin Watson wasn't too bad, came over from Tampa Bay. But you had a lot of guys that they're not household names. They're not
decent receivers.
They all right.
Yeah, that's all you need though. Yeah, that's all you need for that team. The way it runs.
With that quarterback. And then having Kelsey.
Right.
Thank you. That was my biggest point. When you got to look at the nucleus of what makes Kansas City. It's a coach in Andy Reid that happens to be probably the best offensive-minded guy in the NFL. You got Travis Kelce, who's going to be a Hall of Fame tight end. And you got a quarterback that's on a crazy 5-year run to begin his football career.
Right.
And so you put that together, this is what you get. Come on, I need those delusional Chiefs fans to understand. There's a reason why you trade Tyreek Hill and you don't bat an eye as a franchise. It's because you know what you have that is the engine to this vehicle.
Man, it wasn't
you understand. Yeah. So DHop has always been a want, never been a necessity for this team. And it doesn't make or break the Chiefs.
Oh, no, it doesn't.
Playoffs or Super Bowl chances. It doesn't.
It doesn't at all.
It doesn't make or break it. It doesn't. It's a want. I mean, for those who ain't lived life, go find out and keep on living, and you'll understand the differences between a necessity and a want. Trust me, keep living. You'll understand the difference. He's always been a want, and it's okay. We didn't get him. Move on. We got a defensive tackle that literally can I can make a case that he's the best defensive tackle in the world if they didn't mention Aaron Donald that we need to extend in Chris Jones.
Right.
Yeah. There's some other pieces on defense that hey, you want to not put all the weight and shoulders and pressure on Mahomes in the offense. Well, let's make sure we lock up some of these defensive guys and get them some help. How about that?
Yeah.
Don't take that $13 million he signed with in Tennessee and give it to him. Give it to somebody else. Hell, y'all didn't let Juju walk for. He got 11 and 12 in New England. If you weren't going to pay him that, why would you pay DHop that? Why? Why? Make it make sense. If you weren't going to pay Juju Smith-Schuster 11 and 12 million, but you want to pay 13 to DHop, come on. What are you talking about? Let's be real. I mean, you drafted receivers for a reason. They was already working with your quarterback before they even drafted them to the team. Rasheed Rice from SMU was already practicing with Mahomes down in Texas, getting familiar with him. Probably had no idea that he was going to get drafted to him, and that was going to be his football quarterback for real. So, I mean, it's just I'm glad that the saga is over. Unfortunately, man, it just won't work for your DHop. Just won't work. But there's some other sagas, some other drama in the NFL. MJ alluded to it. No deals for Saquon or Josh Jacobs. They don't get the long-term contract. Tony Pollard, you could throw him in there. He's going to probably play on the $10.1 million franchise tag for running back this year. Obviously, Dalvin Cook still without a job. So, man, you're looking at premier running backs can't get a job, though, or
can't get a job.
Not only can't get a job, but they can't get paid their market value.
Right.
I mean, this is
running backs like side chicks.
And so help me understand this, AR, because obviously you actively playing football right now. You could really speak to how important a running back is, but yet they won't pay them as if they're an important piece to your offense. Like, kind of speak to the importance of a running back to your offense.
Yeah, I mean, running backs, the biggest thing about a running back is how versatile they are with your offense. When you're running an offense, whether it be, power, whether it be a spread offense, you're gonna have your running back doing a lot of things: blocking, running the ball, catching the ball. They're doing three things at one position, and they're tasked with getting roughed up a lot. So when you have backs who are very good at doing all three, like those guys are, you would expect them to be able to get paid. When you have a running back who can block, who can obviously run the ball like they're supposed to, but to be able to have your running back be elite out of the backfield, like we've seen Saquon. When you see dudes like McCaffrey, dudes like Alvin Kamara, dudes like that, Eckler, who can get into the passing game, that's a whole nother part of that offense.
Right.
That the defense has to worry about. When you have guys like Henry or guys like Chubb, even though they get theirs, they're not worried about, trying to put a linebacker or, a safety down to try to cover, Chubb or Henry, because they're not pass catchers. But you have guys like that who, really make it hard for the defense, because now that's another part of the passing game that you need to worry about. Screens, dump off passes, angle routes out the backfield. There's a lot of things you can do with running backs to get them involved, and when you can do it, effectively, it really does help out an offense in moving the ball. But the thing is with running backs, and I feel like it's really unique to this position. The running back really is easily replaceable for the most part. I've always said it, but besides a couple guys, and those couple guys can be different for everybody, but there's only like 3, 4-ish, maybe 5 running backs in the league that you can say is irreplaceable.
Yeah.
Everybody else, I mean, you can have dudes come in and do their jobs. A lot of these elite running backs are 3rd round picks, 4th round picks. They're not they're not 1st round picks. They're not dudes that, are taken super high. Running backs really, for as long as I can remember, I don't remember running backs, besides dudes like AP and stuff like that, being, high picks and, having the full workload like a Henry or something like that, or a Chubb.
Yeah.
Most guys now are in running back rooms, like the Eagles had 3 running backs.
Right.
Now the Saints this year, we have Kamara and Williams. You know what I'm saying? You have running back tandems now, duos and trios. The running backs aren't, their job really, it's really, to me, not getting harder at this point when you're splitting time now. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
It's someone's gonna look at, why don't I have 3 good running backs instead of just having 1?
Right.
People look at the Eagles and the success they had is because they had a running back for every situation, and they were paying them all less collectively by a long shot compared to these guys
elite. Yep.
That, like a Henry or something like that.
That's a good point.
I could see both sides. I could really do see both sides.
Yeah.
We got Williams this year for what, $6 million?
Yeah.
On a multi-year deal. I mean, that's ridiculous. Williams just broke the Barry Sanders record for rushing touchdowns in a season.
Right.
Yeah.
So you look at that, and you're like, wow, that's it's crazy to be getting that guy for that cheap. So it's not just Saquon, and it's not just Josh Jacobs. It's really happening to everybody. It's been happening progressively for a long time. And like you say, Lamar, ever since the Le'Veon Bell thing, it's kind of been going down when it comes to running backs.
Yeah, right. It really has. And and to Eddie, shout out to Eddie. How you doing, man? Thanks for joining the show. This is when I get annoyed with the owners and the GMs, is because you're not looking at each running back as a case by case situation. They're looking at it as a running back market as a whole.
Right.
Because I mean, let's not make no bones about it. That's not sugarcoating, Kenny. And
Yes, man.
I mean, we know the truth. What's up, Smitty? I love Smitty's pro game, man. I love his pro game, bro. His pro game is on point. But let's be honest. If Daniel Jones doesn't have a healthy Saquon Barkley doing all the running, all the pass catching, and the pass blocking last year,
obviously not. No, they're not in the same breath, but
yeah,
just for the sake of talking about money here.
Yeah. So you can't. Yes, Daniel Jones, you got paid, but damn it, you should be thanking Saquon Barkley like a mug, dog.
Like a mug, for real.
You should be thanking him. He was able to take a lot of pressure off of you. He's able to take a lot of heat, plays, abuse that you didn't have to deal with. There's a lot of things that he didn't have to deal with because he had the benefactor of an elite running back. Let's be honest. Saquon Barkley is an elite running back.
Oh yeah, there's no doubt about that. There's no doubt about it. Here's the thing, though. So you look at from a business standpoint. I like to bring in a business standpoint.
Of course. You better start using them business degrees, man.
You know what I'm saying? But use it for something because I ain't using it right now for a job. They not you're gonna look at it in a totality of everything. You're not gonna pick out every little thing and say, okay, this might work for this situation. You're gonna say, how is it trending? You look at the trends, how stuff is trending, and how the running back market is trending. Is like like you alluded to earlier. Look, we running in tandems. Sometimes we running with 3 running backs, 4 running backs, whatever. We have rooms now, and so it's more economical for me to take $10 million or $15 million and divide up 2, 3, 4 ways than to put it into one player.
Yeah.
Now, if you can look at it from this perspective too, you're taking less hits, which means you can play longer because you're not that workhorse the whole time. You go at from that standpoint. But going back to the business point, if it's trending this way, this is how I'm as a business. I'm focused on this and pushing that trend and riding that trend until it runs out. So if I'm looking at the running back market as a whole, that's how I'm treating it. Now, I think if you look at some individuals like Saquon Barkley, I think he's a value to that team. So I mean, from a Giants perspective, yeah, you may want to pay this guy, and I think they only like a $2 million differential for what he wants and what they want to offer him.
My thing is Saquon just find a way to eat it.
Either side though. I mean, you can laugh from both sides. It's not that much of a difference.
You're right. You're right.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like y'all this far apart. Y'all real close.
I'm not miles apart.
You know what I'm saying? Even if y'all split it down the middle, okay? You want 2 meals, give you $1.5 million. All right, let's bring it on in.
Well, hell,
but I heard they were super close, and Saquon still like denied it. I thought it was only like $1 million or 1.5 away from what he was asking.
So. But let's also I got to throw this in there because I've had this debate with people on whether what Saquon should take. If I'm Saquon, I'm looking at what Christian McCaffrey's making $16 million.
He said the market. You're right.
And what's are we really looking at that much of a difference between the career so far of CMC and Saquon? We're both talking about injury issues where they both are getting dependent on. But if you start comparing numbers and all that, there's no way that far.
That's a good point, Smitty. That's a good point.
And we got to be honest that Saquon got a rookie of the year in his repertoire.
Yeah, you're right.
Offensive rookie of the year in his repertoire. If I'm looking at what Christian McCaffrey is making, if I'm Saquon, I don't blame him for wanting to sit out for my max money when I know there's a guy that's pretty much in the same boat as me when people throw the jokes at he's always hurt like I am too. So it's
they do.
Hey, right. That matters. That matters.
I say this, man. Like I said, with the Saquon incident, painters, man. Josh Jacobs. I mean,
Okay, now
I'm gonna offer him something he don't want. All right, I can get somebody to do what you do.
Yeah, but I don't know. My man was just a leader.
I'm not taking none away from him. I'm just saying, based on the situation, we're talking about situational now. If you're looking at the Giants, Saquon was a big an instrumental piece to that offense.
Yes.
You know, when he was out, you saw how the Giants play. When he was in, you saw the Giants play.
Yeah.
The Raiders. I'm about to say L.A. The Vegas Raiders. Where they are?
I be forgetting about.
I was gonna say the Raiders. The
Raiders
because they gonna move again. So
yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Oakland, L.A., Vegas, Antarctica. Where they gonna go to next? I don't know.
No mads of the NFL.
Where in the world is the Raiders?
Carmen San Diego Raiders. But my thing is, you know, with them. With or without them, they still play shitty, so it don't really matter,
bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Can I say this real quick, big dog?
Right.
And I don't want nobody to take this as hate because I'm a Chiefs fan. It's really not. It's just the fact that I'm a Chiefs fan and I see him personally on a regular basis that I can really say this. The Raiders are probably the most poorly poor ran franchise I've ever seen in my life.
Up there.
These dudes had Josh Jacobs. They can't come up to the decision whether to pay him. He just led the league in rushing.
Yeah.
You made a trade that will get one of the best wide receivers in the world, and on the pretense that he was going to play with his college teammate in Derek Carr.
Trade him.
And not only did they put up crazy numbers, go look at Devontae Adams' numbers. They put up crazy numbers. All right. And you traded away his homie. Now you got your star wide receiver, your star running back pissed as hell at you at the end of the season. You told your franchise quarterback, who probably leads in all statistical categories for a quarterback in your franchise history, you told him, hey, man, we like what you've done for us, but don't even worry about suiting up for these last 2 games. Matter of fact, clean your damn locker out. They told him to get the hell out. You talking about a real poor ran franchise?
And you bringing Jimmy
G. You bringing Josh McDaniels. Jimmy G.
Damn.
Bro, you can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Tell me where you find something like this that actually makes sense.
And then who's out there? Dalvin Cook. Look at him. Great running back. I will not take nothing from him. Yeah. Right? But if you're looking at where he's gonna go, where he's gonna fit, what kind of money he's gonna demand, and the kind of market it is now, are you gonna pay him?
Well, that's the thing.
I'm saying I don't know what he's asking and stuff. I haven't looked at the numbers, but I'm saying the way the market is now, and the way I'm talking about running back market, and what he might demand, maybe like, you know what, we can get somebody else to do that for that kind of money.
Bro, I just saw Joe Mixon, who I think is actually a good running back.
Right.
I don't think he's top 5, but I would say hovering around top 10-ish. You know what I'm saying? I just saw he actually took a pay cut to stay with the Bengals. Like this is the issue that I'm just really having, that I'm baffled about with the running back market, is that like AR said, and that's why I wanted him to speak on the importance of a running back. When you ask, and that's why I think you can't hold running backs to the overall market of the running back market, but you need to hold them to what they do for your franchise.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good argument. I don't have a problem with that. But I'm saying, and like AR said, there's very few that actually fit that criteria.
Which is, you're
correct. A very small amount of
small margin.
Small margin. And look at the ones who are out there. I say Saquon fits that. And
Derrick
that's
Henry.
it. Well, Derrick Henry is not. He'll stay with Tennessee. I ain't worried about that.
Yeah, but damn it, he's gonna have a situation coming up soon.
See, now okay, let's
he's closer to 30, so I think it's gonna be more trouble for him.
I was about to say that because, like, say next year he comes up, I don't have a problem moving on for Derrick Henry.
See, but that's a point of the conversation which makes sense. When you talk about, we said it with DHop. When you start getting closer to 30, I can understand having these conversations. Saquon's 26.
Yeah, Saquon's a different conversation.
Dalvin Cook coming off of 4 straight 1,000-yard seasons is 27. Maybe sign him to a nice 3-year deal. Get the last prime, quote unquote, prime years out of him.
You mentioned Tony Pollard too, right?
Yeah, Tony. Now, his situation to me is slightly different because he's going into a situation where him and the Cowboys aren't going to come to a full long-term agreement. But you look at the situation where he's at. He's in Dallas, where Dallas knows for a fact that you shouldn't pay your running back a second contract because they probably still owe Dak some. I'm not Dak, but Zeke. Some dead cap money. There's probably some dead cap money still on his contract. I'm willing to bet.
I wouldn't doubt. I thought they gave him $90 million or something like that.
Yeah, like a 5-year, $90 million contract, and they did it when he still had 2 years left on his rookie deal.
Right.
So I don't even know if I'm willing to bet that Jerry did it in a way that guaranteed money is probably
Jerry did. He knew that photo was coming up.
but I can't with you, dog. I can't. But it's Tony Pollard's situation is Dallas is already,
don't fit that category to MJ.
They already done a situation where they've already paid a running back and they bit him in the butt.
Right.
But also he's coming off a very significant injury late in the season. I can't remember if it was Achilles or ACL, but he had a very serious lower extremity injury late in the season.
Talking about Pollard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's coming off an injury. And you already know what they tell you, man, especially when it comes to running backs. You start having those serious injuries like that. Now, Saquon had one, but he was able to bounce back. You see,
but he came back to show you that he's
still good. Yeah.
He's still good. So, yeah, I think Fournette would be a good piece if he take less money somewhere.
Now, Fournette is like a $3-4 million a year type.
I'm saying if he take less money, he's a good piece for a team.
Yeah,
he needs another back to come in, bruise. You know what I'm saying? Couple downs, come on out. He can catch out the
might even be less than that. Reason why I say that is because Fournette.
Oh, okay, MJ.
He's kind of had issues with, keeping his weight monitored. So, hey man, Fournette would be a decent, one of those running backs to be part of your committee to do a certain job.
That's what I'm saying. He'd be good to be in your committee. He would somebody that's contending somewhere and just need like a good change of pace running back. I think he'd be good for that, but he can't compare no money. Zeke, they were showing some film on Zeke lately. Zeke look bad. Zeke looks like Zeke like it's over with.
Bro, I was like,
he couldn't do the drills. He couldn't do the drills, bro.
I will not be surprised if Zeke doesn't play till probably after Thanksgiving, where a team signs him for somebody got hurt.
Right.
They need a running back to plug in real quick. I wouldn't be surprised if he sits till Thanksgiving.
Right.
And I wouldn't be shocked if he didn't play at all this season.
Yeah. He look good, bro. I don't know if he just not working out on the off season. I don't know. He just didn't look good.
You know what I think it is? I think he had last 2 years he's kind of been playing with some injuries. I'll give him that. Been showing his grit. He's been playing.
Say Zeke going to Tampa Bay.
I mean, it's possible.
Well, it's just like replacing what you already had. You should have kept Fournette.
Hey, if Zeke comes cheaper, sometimes just like you said with the business part, who's going to come the cheapest?
Yeah,
and I can still get the production out of it. Because you can still squeeze a little bit left out of Zeke, a little bit left out of Fournette.
Tampa Bay can get Superman. They don't matter. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter.
I'm joking. Need a quarterback. No.
Their team is gonna be crap this year.
But this is why I'm excited to see what happens in the preseason. Is because this is what you can start seeing. Like, all right, where are the true deficiencies at on our squad, and where are our weaknesses? Where are our strengths? What can we improve on? And that's when, I know the free agency period was a little bit slow, but that's when GMs start making their real cheddar, start earning their paycheck. Is when can you find the deficiencies and weaknesses in your squad and identify them early so that you can go ahead and make the certain, transactions to get your squad right. Because I think there's still going to be some movement leading up to week one. Hey man, let's have crazy wild take time, man. Let's have crazy wild take time. So here's a take that I've thrown out there, and I want you guys
to. Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense.
Since Zeke and Zion are BFS. Oh my gosh! Sidebar. Zion, I'm praying for you, dog, because your head, and I ain't talking about the one on your neck, got you to some serious shit. It got you dealing with a psychopath.
Yeah. How many times have we heard this story?
Yeah, but hold on. But I know because I want to play it because we all need to hear it, so so everybody can get a understanding of what the hell I'm talking about. So,
right,
so this is Mariah Mills. Y'all know the little.
You guys, I literally did not want to come to the internet, and I'm just tired of saving face for this man that's completely disrespecting me to the world, and I literally have to take this. Every time I come on the internet, people are bashing me because of this man, literally, and I'm tired of it. He knows, he said he's going to send me $62,000. I have yet to receive that since June.
That's facts.
I'm literally here. Like, he's literally a liar. You guys, everything he says, he's a liar. He's not who he says he is. I literally been saving face. I did not want to come to the world and let you guys know what he has been doing to me my entire relationship with him. He is a woman beater, and the NBA needs to know this. I literally did not want to come to this because I know he has so many endorsements. But Zion Williamson is a woman beater. And the reason he was paying me off is so I won't come to the world and tell everybody.
That was cap.
Hey, look.
I mean, that sounds like some bullshit.
Hey, go ahead.
Here's my thing. You gonna talk about some. I didn't want to come to the internet. You know, and the reason why I'm not, because he ain't paying me off. So you just literally just told what your story was, because he didn't give you no money. Now all of a sudden he's a woman beater. Because he beat my ass, I don't give a fuck. I'm telling you what I'm saying. Just get the hell out of there. But it's okay if you can beat my ass for 62,000. You know what I'm saying? Don't cost that much. For real.
Yo, hey,
that's good. That's good point, AP.
Hey, yo, AP, wow.
You don't believe that shit.
AP, wow. He said, yo.
Now she's getting paid for fucking. Bro, but for real though, it's like, it's okay he beat your ass if you get $62,000, but as soon as he start paying you, now it's a problem.
Now it's a problem.
You know what I'm saying?
She did kind of tell on herself right there.
Yeah, that makes sense. He's like, I came here because he said he's gonna probably promise me some money, and he's not paying me, and all of a sudden, he's beating.
Now he's a woman beater.
Now he's a woman beater. And I don't make sense.
Okay,
I mean, hold on. Let's put this out because we know how the internet is. We're not victim shaming, nothing like that.
Yeah,
you know, he's really doing it.
To say it too.
You know, if he's really doing it, okay, you know, that's wrong. However, this sounds like bullshit.
Well, that's
let me say this, and for the Malika Andrews out there.
Oh Lord, don't do it.
Eat a dick, bitch.
Don't do it. Look, here's my thing. All right. So I'm looking at this twofold. So Zeke, man, we gotta have better self-control, my man. I get it. You 23, you thugging and bugging, got all the money, right. And you ain't even, you ain't even gotta look cute. They just love you because you got bread. I get it. I get it. They just gonna throw the draws at you. I understand.
Right.
And so if I was in your position, hey man, I'd probably be wilding too. I can't even cap. I'm not gonna cap. Right. But what I will say is you also gotta be more conscious of who you mess with. Now Mariah Mills, obviously I don't know who she is. I do know she's an adult film star. Right. I know she's an adult film star.
Right.
But
she must not be a very good one.
So look,
my kids.
Look.
That's right.
Look, my thing is, he should have seen some of the signs because she's been on his head, on the internet since the moment he shared fraternity photos with him in his BM. She's been acting a straight fool. So you kind of known. You kind of get the signs of what you're dealing with, bro.
Right.
Hey, me and man, you and I have been in situations. You kind of know what you're dealing with before you hit it.
Oh yeah. You just hit it anyway because the wrong head is thinking.
Yeah. And so, AP stupid.
I saw that.
Yeah, I just saw it. But so I need Zion to be more conscious and aware of what you laying down with, bro.
Bro, look, first of all, man, come on. And trust me, I've been in a situation, so I understand. But you gotta be diligent because you protecting your brand. Strap it up, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't care who you hitting. Strap it up. You know what I'm saying? Put it this way: never leave any evidence in nothing you do.
Well, not just that. Come on, you gotta screen these.
No, not yet.
You gotta screen these women.
Oh yeah, that too.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta screen them.
Like AP said, sometimes the best pussies.
Trust me, I've been there, dog. But what I'm saying
is how much screening you doing?
But come on, man, you.
That's why I say just strap it up in that way.
But man, you know when you got one that might fuck up your world if you keep messing with it for too much, for too long.
Yeah.
We've all been there. You be like, man, this is good, but man, if I keep messing with it, man, something.
This bitch here.
Bruh,
for real,
bruh, you know something about to shake down. So here's my thing.
Right.
MJ, wow. Maybe get smarter. As in, hey man, maybe I need an NDA if I keep messing with this woman.
Brand, it's been over too. Well, I mean, I'm just saying. I was saying protect your brand in a general sense, though, AP. But yeah, you're right. But go ahead.
But you know what? Why not get an NDA? I didn't heard of plenty of people with influence and money.
Derek Jeter.
Yeah, they're not.
You sign an NDA and get a gift bag on the way out.
NDA and a gift bag. Thank you for the nut. Talk to you later.
Right. I
holla. Why not? I'm just saying. Look, I know he's young, but still, that's why sometimes it helps if you have the right people around you that can help you avoid situations like this. Because now, look, off rip. Yeah, we're saying, hey, this is bullshit. This is wild. But we also got to take into account nowadays.
Top 5.
When you throw in,
we agree.
When you throw in DV situations,
make him smart.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Just to ruin this man's career. Whether it's right, whether she's right or wrong. If she's wrong, she can still ruin this man's career. If she's right, then maybe we should have paid attention to it a little bit more often. But the fact of the matter is she's been going on such a tirade on social media.
Bruh, she's been on social media up
all for the last couple of months. It doesn't help build her case, as in her being truthful about the situation, because you've been real petty and real. You ain't been. She's like in her mid-30s and he's in his early 20s. Why is she?
I mean,
why are you looking like the crazy young, unhinged?
That's just more evidence. Seems like she's chasing a bag.
Hey man.
I mean, I'm not saying, there are some people who have age differential and they still have a good relationship or it's a true relationship.
Good money. She must not be doing too good, man. What the
That's
hell?
what I'm saying. She must be doing some D-rated movies. She filming that mother with a camcorder. But an Android and a ring light. For real.
Hey, he said watching did that and still lost. No, I'm willing to bet that the NDAs that was what he did is he put his faith in the Houston Texans too much, thinking that he had
the Texans had the NDA.
But I'm thinking the Houston Texans had the NDA to protect them, not to protect Deshaun.
Yeah, pretty much.
So that was more on Deshaun. You should have had your own lawyer signing up, drawing up your own NDAs every time you went to go get a masseuse, get a massage. Hey man, hey Johnny Cochran. Yeah, I know I reincarnated you. I'm about to go get this rub and tug.
Right.
I'm gonna need you to make sure I got them NDAs on point. You know what I'm saying? I know she on there. Trust me, she on there.
She ain't making no money. She might not be getting no hits. She chased my man down like that.
I mean, but on the real, even her being, being very combative in the social media, that still going to draw her some hits. So
it's gonna work out for her in the end. If she, you know, what I'm saying, if she haven't started a page or a channel or something like that yet, she will.
Yeah, I mean, it's.
I mean, I agree with that too, Smitty. I totally agree with that. But I'm saying, well, I guess my bigger point is, she made it sound like as long as he paying her, it's okay to essay her. You know what I'm saying? And then as soon as she didn't get the money, it's like, oh, I gotta go here and talk about this. And I'm like, come on. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, peace, stupid.
She did. I checked last week.
Hey, peace, stupid. No, but I just had to bring that up because somebody had mentioned Zion. I was like, oh, that's what we could talk about. I'm just wild. I just think that's crazy.
It is unfortunate. You know, the other side, it's unfortunate that we talk more about what he do off the court than on the court.
And what he do is on it.
You know what I'm saying? That's what's so bad about his career. His career is more exciting off the court than it is on the court. It's like, come on.
Hey, you know I ain't rocked with Stephen A in years. I ain't rocked with him in a couple of years.
Right.
But there's one thing that I did enjoy. I overheard him saying, I saw the clip on it on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
He said, now I see why you ain't been on the court. It all makes perfect sense. Like, come on, dog. Like, you can't get on the court, but you're going to end up in court. And it ain't the basketball court, bro. It ain't the basketball court. It ain't the basketball court. Just, I need this to be a public service announcement to all the young cats in the league, getting your money, you know, you seeing ends that you ain't never saw or thought of, probably saw ever in your life. It's okay to go out, enjoy yourself, have fun. But you can't. but you can't put yourself in positions, and especially when you feel it. Hey man, walk away, bro.
Yeah,
I wish there's some things I would have walked away. I mean, I didn't, but I ain't got that type of life to even worry about losing for.
Right.
So
you cry all you want to. All you gonna get is upset.
His feelings hurt.
Upset and disappointment. That's all I got to offer.
He said he was eating the pound cakes. Hey, that's wild.
Man, but for real though, man, he needs to get himself together, man. And like I said, strap up, man, for you be getting a payday loan trying to pay these hoes off.
Amen.
Taking all your money. For real. I ain't gonna be up in there. I can pay y'all next week.
Hey man, I can't.
He skipped the po' boy.
Oh shit! Oh yeah, he definitely skipped the po' boys. He went to something else.
Yeah.
It's shocking that you see this shit every day, or at least every year of just some player getting caught up with some silliness. And I'm not saying it's going to damage his career, but it doesn't put him in a good light.
You got females out here. That's their whole objective is to get one of these players.
Yep.
Whatever sport it is, and get paid. You got females that do that. And it could be a win-win situation for both people if you play it right as the player. Skeet and skedaddle. You know what I'm saying? For real. Like, that's it, bro. Skeet and skedaddle. That's all it's about. Ain't got.
Yeah. Shit. I thought, man, I used to be so Charlie back in the days, man. I barely got my nut off. I'm already in the car, dog.
You know what I'm saying?
You ain't gonna put your coil on? Nah, I'll put him in on the car.
On the car. No, I'm out. It's like a bread. It's like a breadcrumb trail. Something come from the bed to the car.
Bro, we done got so sidetracked. I didn't even remember the original topic we was even talking about.
Man, see how you do? See how you do?
Oh shit! Oh man, I can't.
We need the producer to bring us back in.
Yeah, hey man, come on, man, chill, dog. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna do wild take times. And
yeah. Go ahead.
Here's one of my biggest NFL wild takes.
All right.
I think and me and Jay talked about it on the Twitter space last night.
Okay.
I think I don't think the Rams are gonna have a good season, and so this is what helps with my hot take. The Rams should trade Cooper Kupp.
I heard that.
They should do it, especially if they're not doing so good by the time the October trade deadline comes.
Can't be tripping.
And the reason why I say that is because you look at the Rams. Mm-hmm. We saw what they did. They went all in to get that Super Bowl.
Right.
They traded away all their first round picks.
Mm-hmm.
And you got some Pro Bowlers back in return. Yeah, you got your one Super Bowl, but last year, I know you had some injuries. Mm-hmm. I think Stafford and the Rams are not really taking that elbow injury serious. I think
they're trying to shop him around.
Bro,
nobody taking that contract.
Because they already paid him.
Yeah. It's like, oh, we good.
And so my thing is like you got Cooper Kupp, you already gave him an extension. You got Aaron Donald, got paid. You already traded away Jalen Ramsey. No more Von Miller. Leonard Floyd is gone. You're pretty much starting to lose some of your key pieces that helped you get that Super Bowl.
Right.
Hey man, y'all ain't had a first round pick in forever. But if you trade Cooper Kupp, you get first round picks and more.
Well, I don't disagree with that. I think you have a good point. I mean, if you look at it like this from this standpoint, Stafford ain't got too many more years left. There might be this year, and he might be over with if he make it this year. Because that back,
34, 35?
Yeah, but it's his back. You know what I'm saying? All his injury, but really his back is still messing up. You know, so and that's hard to play through. Yeah, it was easy to play through when he was in his 20s. You know what I'm saying? Now it ain't so hard, easy to play through now. So if you get, and then you look at it from this standpoint too, do Cooper Kupp want to go through another rebuild? So you helping him out in a way. Say, hey, look, we're gonna have to tear it down, and so you ain't gotta go through a rebuild. We can ship you somewhere. What's up, Nick?
What's happening, Nick? Now, AR had to step out. He has some things to go take care of, but.
Right. So you know, so you sell, you have a fire sale and recoup some of your first round back picks back. It's all over. Then plus you in a market where LA fans are fickle. You know what I'm saying? They there for when you're good, and when you're not good, they're like, all right, we going.
Yeah, they just disappear. They don't even say nothing.
They don't even say nothing. They just disappear. You know what I'm saying? So they have some. I mean, and that's a general statement. You do have some people who live there who actually are true diehard sports fans, but in general, you got a lot. I mean, think about it, when the Rams is winning, how many stars was at the game? When they lose, how many stars you see at the game?
None.
You know what I'm saying?
Take it a step further, man. Mm-hmm. They won the Super Bowl. Did y'all see the streets of LA when they for their Super Bowl parade?
Right.
You could have heard a cricket fart, like for real.
It's like, oh, ain't nobody
coming on. Los Angeles Rams Super Bowl champions. Wait,
he was like, champion.
you know, crickets. Yo, bro, what's up? So my thing is I'm right there with you. Nick. Don't click on that damn comment. I saw that shit. Don't do it. I'm just when you got so much that you put into it to get a goal and you achieved it, and the result after you got in that Super Bowl, it was a down year last year. I get it. There were injuries, but I think you're going to end up dealing with the same shit. You know what I'm saying? You're going to end up dealing with the same shit. As in, we got a all-pro guy. Yo, shut up! Don't go with that. Don't put that on the screen.
Go with that.
Don't put it on the screen. No, he gonna see it in the chat anyway. But don't put it on the screen because you gonna start World War III in this motherfucker. But it's why waste Cooper Kupp's body and put him through punishment for a losing cause. It makes no sense.
I agree.
Hey, and Eddie, I like your take. The only thing is moving Aaron Donald. You're talking about a lot of money that another team's going to have to pick up, and he's already talked about 1 foot in and 1 foot out the door anyway. Finish his career in LA.
This might be his last year.
Yeah.
Especially since they probably gonna be trash this year. He probably just walk away.
He is gonna be trash, bro.
He probably gonna walk away. They don't have nothing.
I think they're gonna be just absolutely dookie, bro.
If he decided to stay there and not try to play somewhere else, this is probably his last year. Stafford's last year. So yeah, I agree. Get rid of Kupp. At least you can get something for him.
Oh, you can get a lot back for Cooper Kupp. This is a wide receiver quarterback league.
Right.
You got one of the best. Come on, you can't tell me that there won't be teams lined up to say, "Hey, man, we'll find a way to make it. Let's make a trade and get Kupp." I'm not saying he necessarily goes to a contender because let's be honest, most contenders don't have the cap room for it.
Right.
Most contenders are pretty much locked in with their roster to make a significant playoff push. So you're talking about early October, mid-October, and then trade deadlines around the 8th or 10th week or something like that. So you're talking about you're gonna have to make a real decision, and you're gonna have to make it real quick and understand that we ain't got much left around this junkie. Why? What's the point of keeping them? Keep paying them money for what? Paying them money to lose? Because I think Williams is gonna be trash this year.
They're gonna be trash for a couple of years.
I really think that injury to Stafford's elbow is not being scrutinized enough by fans.
Oh no, it's probably not. I mean, Stafford playing through injury throughout his whole career, bro.
Yeah, you're right.
So
if anybody can speak to it, you can. Yeah.
Unfortunately, he was with a trash organization.
Well, he got drafted in what, 2009?
Yeah, and most of that organization up until recently didn't have any kind of people in higher office that make great decisions. Because it's a few years you should just set them down, just let them just heal.
Not smart football people.
You know what I'm saying? Let them heal. Because you want going nowhere, let the man heal and come back. But you kept pushing him out there because he wanted to go out there and play, and he never probably really healed properly most of his career. I mean, that one year he played like most of the season with a broke back, bro. Why is he playing?
Yeah, Matthew Stafford's 35 years old and his body is going to shits, bro.
Yeah, for real. Why was he playing? You should have pulled him out and sent him down and let him just heal. Oh yeah, it's a good story to tell. Oh, look how courageous he is and da da da. Yeah, but by the time he's 40, he might not walk.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Or have trouble walking.
Yeah, I think so. And that's not to put nothing negative on Matthew Stafford.
Yeah, that's just
it's just a realistic part of
it. You know what I'm saying?
Especially playing football.
Don't get me wrong. We play sports, so you have that idea. Is like, I gotta be tough. I gotta go out there. So I understand it from that standpoint. But I think nowadays you just start thinking more. Like I said, always say this is a investment. I'm gonna play for maybe 6 years, and I'm getting out. I'm looking for broadcasting some kind of stuff like that. Just don't go to ESPN because they firing niggas. But
a big chunk of them, man.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Bennett will start. I don't think Stetson Bennett is good as everybody think he is.
I think
I haven't seen what he did in OTAs, nothing like that, but I just think he's benefit for being around a great team. He got good defense. He had good players around him. Pretty decent offensive line.
Hey man, everything looks good.
I see some throws. I was like, ooh.
Yeah, but everything looks good when everything's plush around you.
There you go.
Now,
look at you, Alabama.
Ohio State, Georgia quarterbacks. And when you look at, it happens year in and year out.
Right.
You'll get a quarterback from one of those three prominent schools.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? Their quarterbacks don't do so well. Obviously, the jury's still out on Justin Fields. So far, he's proven me wrong.
Yeah.
I didn't think.
Well,
I
ain't gonna say he proved me wrong yet. I'm just so far he does better than I thought he would.
Yes, I'll say that he's doing.
He probably the better. Let's say this. He's the best Ohio State quarterback come out of there so far.
Yes, I can agree with that.
We don't because the jury's still out on a CJ Stroud because we haven't seen him play.
But yeah, we haven't seen nothing from him.
And then you look at Georgia quarterbacks.
I wouldn't even factor CJ Stroud in this just because of the fact we don't know what he can do in the NFL.
And you look at Georgia quarterbacks. What Georgia quarterback outside of Matthew Stafford?
I can't think of one, bro.
I can't think of one. And it may be one I'm forgetting. I just can't think of one.
I
think they running backs, some defense players.
No, the running backs and the defensive players have.
I'm saying that's what, when I think of Georgia, that's what I think about. I don't think about quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Outside of Stafford, Alabama.
I guess you can't
quarterback wise.
I guess you say Joe Namath, but if you really look at his numbers, he wasn't. Yeah, but he was actually, average, below average quarterback. Looking at his numbers.
Well, but that's a long time ago. I'm talking about in a modern area, but in the area that one of us would have seen.
I've seen a lot of backup quarterbacks that played at Alabama that might get a preseason start or a start in the regular season due to injury, but as in like running the team. Well, I guess Mac Jones is the only one right now. It's the only one.
AJ McCarron playing in you got Mac Jones garbage, but playing USFL or whatever.
He's in the XFL.
XFL, right? Yeah. Who? You know what I'm saying? The day Sean McVay retires from TV rounds will start.
He started now.
He started now, bro. Started now.
Yeah. Ain't no point. First of all, Sean McVay's been flirting with Tom.
Here's the thing too, and now you brought up Sean McVay. What's up with Sean McVay and quarterbacks? It's like he move on them off of them quick. He look what he did with Jared Goff. It was like the first year Jared Goff and went to Super Bowl. Everybody's touting him as this quarterback. I don't
think he was patient enough for Jared Goff.
Yeah, I agree. He's a quarterback guru. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, but Fran Tarkenton still a long time ago.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? MJ like these old motherfuckers.
Fran Tarkenton was a long time ago.
Y'all not see that baseball draft we have on Thursday? MJ got a list full of old. I'm talking about 1800 old motherfuckers.
Like when they pictures to be an outline.
I'm messing with you.
Maybe a sketch artist.
I gotta mess with you, my dog. I gotta mess with you. But no, you bring up a good point. Sean McVay was touted as the next, offensive.
Nah, they 2 years and moved from a Super Bowl. He trying to move Matthew Stafford. He's like out of love with Matthew Stafford. You know what I'm saying? At first it's I can't that greatest quarterback I ever worked with. I try to move off him. He moved off of golf too soon.
I think his system is flawed.
Yeah.
Because so look at Sean McVay. Look at
Hall of Fame crazy.
What's his name? Fucking San Francisco.
Shanahan.
Kyle Shanahan.
Uh-huh.
Now, if I'm a quarterback, I would rather go with Kyle Shanahan because
Look what he did for Jimmy G. He got him another job.
Bro, I could get plugged in into this system because you already know it's surrounded by some weapons. Debo, Kittle, I.O.W, McCaffrey.
Right.
You know, good offensive line.
Right.
So my thing is that you going to go ahead and take, go ahead and get it, like you said, Jimmy G. A record is phenomenal with Kyle Shanahan.
Yeah, I saw that IP. Right.
Phenomenal with Kyle Shanahan. Can't stay healthy with the damn, but
that's a whole
he still got him to another $23 million contract with the Raiders.
Right. Well,
so you know what I'm saying?
The Raiders fall for that sleight of hand all the time, so I don't mean that.
Yeah. So
So I think that's that's something we should start. What I'm saying, we as sports fans start looking at, is McVay really as good as he's touted to be?
To be honest, I think McVay is a good coordinator. Now we talking about this offensive guru shit, and that's why I hate when those talking heads throw that word out. Offensive guru, he does his. He's a guru.
Yeah, he's a guru for a year. Then next year somebody figure him out, and then it's the quarterback's fault. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, it's the quarterback's fault.
Okay, how many quarterbacks you gonna go through? You went through. You know what I'm saying? You went through 2 number 1 overall picks in Goff and Stafford.
Right.
Because I'm throwing it out there. I'm with you. I think he's gonna move on for Stafford.
He's gonna move on. I mean, it's already been talked about how he kind of, they're not at the same level they was before, and it's kind of like McVay kind of like sour on Matthew Stafford now.
Because thing ain't plush. It's not plush no more.
Yeah, it's like, bro.
I'm just, my thing is like that's why you can't keep throwing these monikers and titles on people, and they ain't did shit to earn it.
Okay, somebody drug tested this nigga.
He said, about to say something wild and crazy. If Jimmy G stay healthy a full year, hey man, get the hell out, AP.
All right, he trolling. He just trolling.
Get out. Yeah, you trolling.
He trolling.
that ain't a wild take. That's you high.
Hey, they legalized heroin in the DMV.
That ain't weed.
That ain't weed.
Hell no. Because y'all know me. I
know weed.
My fair share of weed.
You know what I'm saying? I might not know it like Lamar know it, but I know weed. That ain't weed.
Ain't nothing made me say nothing like that.
You know, I said nothing.
Hey, put that shit back up again, because I need all y'all watching and screenshot. See,
that's the kind of shit. That's the kind of shit that Zion be doing when he messing with these women, making bad decisions like this.
Hey, AP, that ain't weed making you say shit like this, dog. He talking about to say something wild and crazy. If Jimmy G stay healthy a full year, I'll take it. Come on, man.
Yeah, he trolling.
Yeah, you got to be trolling on that shit, AP. That ain't weed, dog. Jimmy G? You talking about porn star Jimmy?
Right.
You talking about
Garoppolo?
Yeah. Oh my God, my ankle hurt. I'm out for a year, Jimmy G.
I was gonna say I'll take Ryan Mallett, but I forgot that nigga dead.
You going to hell? The thoughts and views of Detroit men are his and only his. They do not reflect the true thoughts and feelings of I.O.W Sports Network as a company and LLC. I promise you that. And they damn AP's thoughts don't express the thoughts and views of I.O.W Sports.
The thoughts and views of AP does not reflect the thoughts and views of a rational person. For real.
He said Jimmy G been 4 in the playoffs and won more games than Lamar. Come on, AP.
I say if Lamar was in Shanahan, you think he probably won the Super Bowl.
Bro, if Lamar Jackson was with Kyle Shanahan, not only would they would have won Super Bowl, it'd have been a San Francisco versus KC damn near probably about every other year. going for Super Bowls. You talking about it literally, because that system works. I don't care what nobody says. That system, it works. He's been plugging in, bro. He's been plugging in players. No,
that wasn't him. I forgot about that. I wasn't Kaepernick. I wasn't never Kaepernick.
But
I retract that.
But he's been plugging in Jimmy G, Brock Purdy, Josh Johnson.
Oh, I forgot about Josh Johnson playing.
Yeah, and Josh Johnson, he pulled him off the streets before that playoff game, and actually was doing well before he got the concussion.
Right.
Mullins, Nick Mullins, and a whole bunch of others.
Nate Sudfeld.
Yeah, Nate Sudfeld. I mean, dudes that literally are undrafted like hell.
Right.
Brock Purdy was a Mr. Irrelevant, literally the last pick of the draft. And so let's not sit here and act like his system doesn't work. It's literally put a person back there at quarterback, they're gonna succeed with Kyle Shanahan.
Right.
Hell, big homie Nick Sean might get success with his non-toe ass mom.
Right.
Like that.
He can hop out there and throw a couple of passes. Probably can't punt worth a damn, but
hell, you know what I'm saying? Hell, I didn't.
Hey, what's up, Cool?
Hey, Cool, what's up, man? Hey, Cool. Hey, man, let me rap to you real quick. Hey, man, I'm gonna need you to talk to your Eagles peoples, man. I mean, you to talk to your team now. Now, check me out, Cool. It's one thing for y'all fans, our Eagles fans, to say something about the field and give an excuse for your players. But it's another thing for y'all players to sound like the fans making excuses. This shit is wild. Talk to your boys, man. Talk to them, dog. They can't be being sour about the damn Super Bowl. It's July. It happened in February. And last time I checked, both teams played on that same field, right? Didn't they play on the same field?
Yeah.
I'm just making sure. Talk to him, Cool. Come on, man. We got to do better than this. We can't keep making excuses like this.
I may be a little bit off balance, though.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, as a matter of fact, CJ Gardner-Johnson ain't even an Eagle no more. He goes to Detroit. And he was fussing about the field, but guess what? It's no worries, CJ Gardner-Johnson. Because September, you're going to go to Arrowhead week 1.
Right.
And you're gonna see the result of that Super Bowl that you played in. You're going to see a banner get dropped. The rings already came out, but you're going to see the banner get dropped. So you get to see it firsthand.
You can talk about that field.
So, yeah, talk about that field. Nah, man. But no. So that's one of my hot takes I got, man. I think Cooper Kupp gets traded, bro. I think he does.
I mean, and I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah. He's motivation. I thought they played on the same field. CJ Gardner-Johnson is a crybaby anyway. But no, that's one of my hot takes.
Lions will never see a banner yet. Oh,
what kind of NFL hot take you got coming off the top?
Either with the Redskins, the Commanders, the Washington, whatever you decide to call them, they'll never see another banner.
Ooh, damn.
Ever. Never ever.
Damn, did the show just go left real quick between you and AP? What's going on? Damn. Shit.
I don't know, man. Let me think. I like your take, though. I think that's a pretty good take. Hot take. You gotta come back to me. I didn't think about that one.
Lions never seen one. That is true.
They never seen one. Yeah, you right. Right.
Shit. There might be another take that I had off the top of my head and I totally forgot. You say, here we go. Here's another hot take. Big homie Nick Shine, you still out there? If you is, just rewatch the show.
Yeah,
now I know.
Wave your nub in the air if you're out there.
Now I know I said the Jets will be a fringe wild card team, but I got a gut feeling, bro. And this might be wild. Mm-hmm. It might be wild this year. I think the Jets ain't gonna get nothing but 6 or 7 wins, bro.
Oh,
something about. So I have a gut feeling. I can't explain it. That's with all this hype getting damn Aaron Rodgers, and I just think it ain't gonna pay off. I just think it's a whole bunch of hoopla. Obviously, I have nothing to back it up with. It's just a gut feeling, and that's.
I would say this though: when that drop off happens, it just happens. It comes quick.
He's 38. That's what I'm saying.
He didn't play that well last year. You can say, well, he had a team, this and that. I've seen him play well with bad teams before. You know what I'm saying? It just seemed like he just was like not there last year. Now you can say the change of scenery might help. He has a great team around him, so you don't have to do much. You know what I'm saying? I understand all that. However, when it comes to the playoffs and stuff like that, and you look for Aaron Rodgers, he hasn't been great in the playoffs, and you look for Aaron Rodgers to beat Aaron Rodgers. Well, that is Aaron Rodgers. You know what I'm saying? When the playoffs come, he just makes some crazy decisions, even at his best. So, you got that to look at. But I don't know. I thought the same thing at one time, that because of the hype. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing hype. That's the only thing I went on, because it's like the hype. It's like a lot of times you get a lot of hype,
but not only this,
pan out to be what it's supposed to be.
Let me put this bug in your ear right here, man. Mm-hmm. The reason why I come up with that take is because we talking about a team that ain't won shit. We talking about a franchise that ain't. What have the Jets done? Somebody tell me. Oh, we talking about 09, 010, 2 AFC championship back-to-backs, AFC championship game appearances. If that's what you're hanging your hat on,
they got Super Bowl.
Come on, man. That was almost damn near 65 years ago, bro.
Hey, man, just saying.
You weren't even alive for that one.
But still, they got one.
Yeah, but you weren't even alive for that one.
I know. Your
ass wasn't even alive for that one, bro. And that's saying something, bro. Come on, man.
Hold on, nigga. That's all like a backhanded.
I'm just saying, dog. I'm just saying. This franchise ain't done nothing, bro. Somebody, if there's a Jets fans out there right now, tell me what have y'all done?
Is Illy Jets still on here?
This ain't. Hey, you wild and look. This ain't me hating. All I'm saying is, is what have that franchise done? So they're expecting a guy like Aaron Rodgers, who I think is on the backside of his prime, like maybe got 1 or 2 years of actual prime football to squeeze out. And you telling me he's about to be the savior to a franchise? Something?
I will say the only good thing I said about the Jets, they have a great team around them. A great team around them. You know what I'm saying? And matter of fact, they got better players than he had in Green Bay. You know what I'm saying? That's the only caveat I would say.
Oh, hey, cool. I've said this. I said the same thing. The 49ers were crying about that game with y'all just as much. I will rock with you about that. I can agree with you on that. The 49ers made excuses. Brandon I.O.W. came after the game. Oh, if we had just an adequate quarterback, we would have done. I get it. I hear you.
You gotta play with what you got, man.
Gotta play with what you got. Hey, no excuses.
They didn't consider what they had. They still played a good game. So that's nothing to hang your head down on.
Hey, at the end of the day, I get it. Your top quarterback your third string quarterback got knocked out. And then your fourth string off the streets got knocked out. I get it. Right. You didn't have adequate quarterback. Cool. Well, maybe we should readjust how you go after quarterbacks. Don't get me wrong. I think Sam Darnold wins that job. I think here's another hot take. I think Trey Lance gets traded, especially if he ends up in if he can't win that backup job. Oh, he's out of there.
Sure.
Because I don't think he wins the starting job. But if he can't win that backup job, he's out of there.
I mean, it says a lot that they brought in Sam Darnold.
Bingo.
You know what I'm saying?
Because he can't
you don't know how Brock Purdy's gonna heal through his injury, but you would think as to how he performed, he should be the favorite. I ain't saying you automatically get it, but you should be the favorite for the quarter. And you bring in another quarterback.
Yeah.
That means you don't really have confidence at all.
True.
In Trey Lance.
Yeah, no. Well, it's not that I don't think that they're having a lack of confidence in him. It's just the fact of the matter is that look at it. We're in that time of football era where you get 2, maybe 3 years to show what you can do, and they move on.
Yeah, but he haven't had a chance to show it because of injury.
Hey, it ain't about why you ain't been able to prove it.
Yeah, you're right.
It's just the fact of the matter is that you ain't been proving it. Hey, you say it all the time. What have you done for me lately? And all you've been doing, Trey Lance, is being hurt and missing. You know, you can't you can't sit here and keep staying hurt and not missing a lot of time and expect players or organizations to rock with you just because they gave up some picks in the first round, move up to third to get you. I mean, you just see how these organizations, GMs are moving nowadays. If you're not producing pretty much off bat, you're not sticking around too long, no matter what the compensation they gave up for you. Like,
I got one.
All right, go ahead. You got one?
Go
ahead. Nah, because I want your old ass to lose it by waiting on me. Go ahead. Come on.
I say Young is nothing but Kyle Murray with a study habit.
Yo. Wow. You said Bryce Young ain't nothing but Kyler Murray, but with better study habits.
That's it.
Wow. Wow. Okay. That's an interesting take. So you're pretty much saying we're Bryce Young, we're gonna get some good, we're gonna get some bad, huh?
Get some good, you're gonna get some bad. I just don't think he's gonna be as good as everybody think he's gonna be.
You know what? I agree with your take on this caveat and this caveat alone. I don't trust Frank Wright.
I don't either. I ain't trust him when he played.
I don't trust Frank Wright for this point and this point on.
Thanks, MJ.
I know he tried to reincarnate Carson Wentz back to his 2017 form before he got hurt. It didn't work. He tried it with Phillip Rivers. Didn't work. By the way, Phillip Rivers, I need you to get snipped, bro. You got number 10 on the way. Whoa.
Hey man. Phillip found something. He found something he was good at because he wasn't quarterbacking.
He was stroking.
Right.
he was stroking.
Can Bryce Young stay healthy? That's another one too, though. Cool. Can he stay healthy? He frail, man.
Not only is he frail, you talking about some good defensive players in the NFC South in that division alone.
They coming after him.
The Saints defense is still good. Atlanta got some good pass rush. Grady Jarrett still up in there.
Tennessee got some good pass rush.
Yeah,
especially in that interior.
You're gonna see Tampa Bay still. Tampa Bay still got some good defensive pieces. So when you see Tampa Bay, Atlanta, and New Orleans, you're talking about some solid defenses. And so, but no, I mean, it's. I think it's going to be some growing pains for sure. Unfortunately, your other option is Andy Dalton in Carolina. That's your other option.
Yeah, well.
So, do you? And look, all right. So I'm just gonna say this: when you got quarterbacks coming in this league fresh, and you got a veteran quarterback like an Andy Dalton, just play Andy Dalton ass.
Yeah, just play him.
I know your team's gonna lose. Yeah. I'm expecting the Panthers to lose.
I'm expecting to win with Young. That's not, even before I make my take. I mean, because he's a rookie. He's just, you know what I'm saying? He's a rookie. He's learning the system. He's getting, acclimated to the league and stuff like that. So why not allow him to sit behind somebody, learn, and see how the flow of the game goes, and then start the next year? You're not going to the Super Bowl this year.
Well, they ain't necessarily got to wait till next year to start him, but I think he should sit at least 4 weeks.
Or whatever. I say next year, you say 4 weeks, tomato.
Well, I mean,
still sit him.
Yeah. Look, and only reason why I say that is because look at it this way. After week 4, you can possibly be a spark to your team and might make a wild card.
Yeah, maybe.
Or, hell, just get the reps in no matter what.
I'll go back to Ant comment right here, too.
You think Rodgers have more to prove than Josh Allen? No.
I think so.
Okay, go ahead. Elaborate.
Because of the hype that Aaron Rodgers got, it's Super Bowl bust with the Jets. You know what I'm saying? I understand people.
Wait, hold on. Pause. I don't mean to cut Super Bowl a bust.
It's Super Bowl bust with Jets,
bro. They ain't won shit. Can we say playoffs or bust first?
Right.
Okay,
here's the thing. If they had say like a quarterback out of the draft, then it'd be playoffs or bust with this team. Because Aaron Rodgers touted as one of the greatest to ever throw the ball. He is a quarterback genie and all this stuff. Because of that, I think if they don't at least make a Super Bowl, they don't call it. It's gonna be a failed season.
And it's a failed season because they ain't making a Super Bowl.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm calling it right now. If by your criteria, it's a failed season.
What has Aaron Rodgers already? He made playoffs before.
Come on, man.
I'm saying he made playoffs before. I'm not talking about. I'm saying based on how everyone is talking, everybody's saying everything. If Aaron Rodgers don't make a Super Bowl, I think that is a failed season now. But if Buffalo go far in the playoffs, they still give Josh Allen his credit and say, "Oh, hey man, Josh Allen had a good season." But I think if Aaron Rodgers don't go to the Super Bowl, they don't call it a failed season.
And you better be ready to call it a failed season. They ain't make it to no damn Super Bowl, bro.
Bro, watch what I tell you. If they don't make it to the Super Bowl, how many tissues we gonna have to send to Nick?
Hey, you better stop piling your.
He might cut his other toe off.
What? He might cut a whole. He might cut his whole other foot off so he can say I got 4 toes for the last Super Bowl we went to. Super Bowl 4. Wait, no, it was Super Bowl 3, so he might come up short even more.
Hey, we weren't expecting him to do good math anyway. It don't matter.
Hey, but regardless, I'm just saying it's like I don't understand those expectations of Super Bowl or bust for the Jets because we talking about a franchise that ain't been making the playoffs. Like, can we gradually get to the Super Bowl level? But I will say this. Getting Aaron Rodgers, it does make your Super Bowl window very small.
Yeah.
Because a year from now, 2 years from now, he's either talking about retiring or going to another I.O.W camp to probably go, start his broadcasting career. So, so yeah, we'll ship him to you, MJ, or I'll just know you some money. You just pick up a whole bunch for him. But I mean, all I'm saying is when it comes to the Jets, let's lower those expectations talking about Super Bowl when we talking about a team that can't even make a wild card game.
Hey, I don't disagree with you. I'm just saying based on how the hype they're getting around and who Aaron Rodgers is touted to be. It's just like, and look at Josh Allen, like even what you just said a minute ago. Look at Josh Allen and you look at Aaron Rodgers, right? Josh Allen, if he don't make it now, he still have a bigger window per se because he's younger.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Versus with Aaron Rodgers, your window's real tight because you up there in age. You in the retirement age now. So that's you don't make. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, how the hell are the Jets? Even first of all, they played a third place schedule last year.
I can't remember who they played. They played their division, but you gotta give them credit for playing their division. They got a tough division, so you gotta give them that credit.
I'm not taking away nothing right there. But
right? Did they play Cincy last year? I can't remember their schedule. So I'm like,
they did. Yeah, they played.
They played their division. They played Cincy. They played some tough games. I'm not saying that they I think they had a better quarterback. They really did a lot better last year because of what the team they have. But they made some more improvements this year. So what they have, they should. For me personally, they should at least go to the playoffs. But how the media and everybody and Jets fans are looking at,
they ain't acting like
to me, it's Super Bowl or bust, bro. I'm telling you, it's Super Bowl or bust. Watch what I tell you. The minute that Aaron Rodgers have a bad game, man, it's like they're gonna start crying.
Man, every time Aaron Rodgers and the Jets have a bad game, I'm gonna be looking at my podcast camera like this. Like, told you. Yeah, and I'm just gonna shake my head. I'm just gonna take. That's all I'm gonna do is be like, oh, okay. Look, I get it. If they make me look silly and I gotta eat crow, so be it. I mean, we podcast. We're not gonna be right. All I'm saying is all these expectations and all these, Super Bowl or buzz takes and pressure that comes with being in that market. They got to do the hard knocks again. It's a lot of expectations and
give him a little aloe. He's older. He don't need aloe.
Yeah, gotta get the aloe, soften up the hurt and the pain, bro.
Right.
Moisturize. Come on, moisturize, bro. But no, I just think is lofty goals to put on a franchise that ain't been in the playoffs since 2009, 2010. And let's be honest, like you said earlier, Aaron Rodgers ain't been lighting it up in the postseason. You can win MVP, regular season MVP is all you want. That's fine. But how many times are we going to see a 13?
I can imagine
a 13 win, a 12 win led Aaron Rodgers team keep having home field advantages? He couldn't even capitalize in a weak NFC conference, bro.
True. Because at one time they was the only good team in the NFC North.
13 wins after 13 win season.
I guess you can say Minnesota was a mid-level team, but the Bears and Lions wasn't nothing.
They ain't had no real threat.
I'm not agreeing with you. I'm just saying you can argue that Minnesota was a 500 team.
Nah, don't say that because you got Kirk Cousins there. Your buddy, you really relying on him?
Hey man, fuck Kirk Cousins always. But I'm just saying.
Oh, that's what I don't want to say. Hey, speaking of Kirk Cousins.
Yes.
I need, if anybody hasn't checked out the Netflix series Quarterback yet, check it out.
Yeah, you told me I had to watch it.
Definitely got a different side of Kirk Cousins that I think I got a weird and admiration for what was portrayed on the Netflix series.
Okay.
Kirk Cousins definitely was portrayed as a very competitive guy. He's willing to put in the work. He was getting beat up last year. His whole line was leaving him out to dry last year. Yeah. His offensive line was trash last year. They was getting his ass rocked. And hey, that's so funny. But no, hey, he's just frugal. That's the fancy word of saying cheap. He's frugal. I just got a different appreciation for Kirk Cousins. I know we throw slander and joke at him, but man, I gained a lot of admiration and respect for that man. Seeing him get literally beat the hell up because his offensive line was trash, and he kept fighting, kept battling. And what they get 13, 14 wins last year,
something like that.
And unfortunately, it didn't mean a damn thing because they yeah, that's what they did. They choked.
Pretty much.
And so now I got
the Giants.
Yeah, I got a weird admiration for Kirk Cousins now. I just love his story. He's a people person, like literally. Fans are able to approach him. He takes time out on Tuesday for family time, and he writes to his fans that give him fan mail and stuff. So I thought that was pretty dope, man.
You make me don't want to watch it.
No, go watch it. I will say
if I develop admiration for him, I'm gonna be upset with myself.
Bruh, it's kind of hard not to, bruh.
I'm still gonna say fuck Kirk Cousins. And the inside, I may respect him, but on the outside, I'm gonna say fuck Kirk Cousins.
Yeah. Man, fuck Kirk Cousins inside. Hey, man, I really didn't mean that. I respect you, Doc.
I really respect him. He's a great guy.
And then, man, I'll say this about Marcus Mariota's appearance in this thing. Boy,
I like Mariota, though.
I like Mariota, but man, he's a prime example of the old adage that the NFL is a business, because they gave him the real business deal through his whole career. I mean, this man, from Tennessee to Vegas to Atlanta, he's seen the business part of the NFL for sure.
I've been everywhere, man.
Yeah, not only being everywhere, but you know, things not going in your favor business wise in the NFL. He's the prime example of what it means to be a business. I didn't like the way that that they kind of did him at the end of the season, as in the Falcons and his coach. You'll have to see the Netflix series to see what I'm talking about. And then of course, with Patrick Mahomes, you know, hey, it just shows how competitive he is, and you're going to see a lot of his wife. So if those who you are not a fan of Brittany Mahomes, you know, get your barf bag with you, because there's going to be a lot of her. But I will say this. I'm not a big fan of Brittany, but one thing I can't stand. Well, no, Jackson made a few appearances, but they didn't put a lot of him in there, and I'm glad that they didn't. I'm glad they didn't. Oh, thank goodness they didn't. Because he's just one of them young punks that just likes to, you know, steal limelight and be in that. Yeah, it's annoying. But with Brittany, I'm never big on her because her voice annoys me and so high pitched, and she's screaming and yelling. But besides that, hey man, I could respect a woman that loves and supports the shit out of her man. I could respect that. I mean, that's one thing I can say. You know, she ain't trying to Mariah Mills. She ain't trying to Mariah Mills Pat. You know what I'm saying? She supported as hell. They've been together since high school. That's one thing that I did take away from that is like, man, she loves her man, and I don't see nothing wrong with it. You know, people gonna call her annoying. I understand. I get it, but like all the unnecessary slander towards her is quite annoying. It's baffling, quite honestly, because she supports the shit out of her man. What's the problem? Like, hell, they married. I don't get it.
I don't know. I'll just leave it at that.
What? Think about it. You want a woman to marry?
No, I don't have a problem with her supporting her man. That's a good thing, and no, that should be commended. So yeah, that's a great thing. But then when her and Jackson get together, it seems like they do some stupid shit together. I think maybe she just need to stay away from him.
No, Jackson need to stay away.
Well, in general, he needs to stay away. But it seems like when they get together, you know, like they do some stupid things together, like, you know, throwing drinks on people and stuff like that.
Hey man,
first of all, you should be in the box.
Oh yeah, well she is in the box for majority of the games. But here's my thing. So from when you see the St. Louis Arch and in the middle of Kansas, in between, which is Kansas City and in middle Missouri, is an all-free zone for Jackson Mahomes. Don't bring your ass in here. No, for real. He because and this is before he had the legal troubles. That I would say this. Like, bro, don't from right here. If I'm Patrick Mahomes, hey man, I'll help you out with these legal things, pay your shit off. You know, I'm worth $500 million. But I don't want to see your ass until I see you. I'll come to you.
Right.
You go to Cali, go to Texas, where we from. I don't get the hell out of Kansas City. Don't bring your ass back. Thanksgiving and Christmas, we'll come to you.
You say leave Missouri altogether, huh?
Right. Get the hell out of here. If I'm
go to Branson.
I'm sitting them down and saying, yo, bro, man, get your shit, get the fuck out.
That's probably double dip.
Get out. So I mean, it's just I don't know, man. It's just, and that also brings up that old adage, man. You gotta be careful who you put in your circle, family or not, man. Be careful with.
Shout out to Pac-Man Jones.
Hey man, end of the day, they gonna look at you because you the commodity, you the name.
Commodity, right? You're right. It comes back on you
always. But hey man, that's the show, man. We gonna shut it down. Good episode to be back, episode 261 in the books.
Right.
Hey man, we appreciate all y'all tapping in with us, showing love, show some support. But hey, All we ask is make sure you're going over to I.O.W Sports Network on Facebook, Instagram, and most importantly, YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTube channel is where all the content is stored. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell button. Let you know every time we drop new content. And just spread the word what we got going on with this I.O.W sports movement, and keep supporting us. We're gonna keep grinding for y'all, keep dropping this great content. And until then, man, you know what it is. I'm the Wild Card Mar. That's Detroit Mel, the man with the Grandmaster Plan for the I.O.W Sports Network. We'll see y'all Thursday for another episode of The Day Show. Hey, me and MJ will be live tonight, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Late Night Hour Show. So, hey, man, it's been real. Peace. Peace up. It's not bad.